We all look for that perfect person, someone who will make us better and will never worsen. It takes a lot for me to find someone appealing. I've never been the type to be revealing, but you see, things change when you get that feeling, and when you lose it, believe me, it takes some healing. And I wonder if I could ever be myself, but being young, I could never see above the shelf. It makes me furious that I can be this curious. I wondered how much the population gets this type of temptation. Why does it create this much complication? Is it real or just a fascination? Because it seems to come out the more that I experience intoxication. See, this is when it brings frustration because what is making love when you don't get that penetration? And sometimes in the morning when I awake, I find myself wondering if it was all a mistake. Is this reality or is this all fake? Should I ride with it or should I slam on the brake? But when I try to push on the pedal, it's defective. It's a sound of metal on metal. Listen, this is not something I recommend. It's something that I can't comprehend. Should this be something I defend or continue to pretend that I'm something that I'm not? Because in this world, people do that a lot. You have to understand it's hard to continue to wonder. It's like I'm swimming and I'm 12 feet under. And you see, it's nothing that compares to death, but with this situation, it's hard to catch my breath. This process takes time, but you know what? I'm starting to climb. I could ride and hide, and believe me, it wouldn't be the first time that I cried. It's crazy because when these feelings collide, I find myself stepping aside and standing up for my pride because when is it time to decide? The older you get, it's harder to admit, so you can't half-ass. You have to commit, and when you get to that level, you can never quit. I don't believe I'm experienced enough to call it a fact, but I might have to disagree with the statement that opposites attract because when I see her, it's hard not to react. With this type of relationship, a lot is unsaid. It's either right, but then again, a lot can be misread. I think we both agree it can all be said with our reactions in bed. Oh, this poem may need to be edited because when we're alone, we're both in the zone. And for a lot of people, this feeling is unknown or maybe just postponed for the thought of being disowned. But right now, it feels although lightning just struck because all of a sudden, I don't give a fuck. If you want to look at me in a different way, it makes it easier to stray away. I think with the same person and praying to betray is never something to display. Reading this poem, I feel halfway, but wait. Is this where I belong? Because when I'm with him, these feelings are so strong, and again, I wonder if this is all wrong. You see, with him, I'm able to take the back seat, put up my feet, and cruise down the street. Oh, I could be offbeat, but I know he's got the song on repeat, so I have that second chance to catch that beat. What I'm trying to say is with him, I go with the flow, I start to lose track, and before you know it, feelings grow. And then with this type of relationship, the roles are reversed, and there's no doubt in my mind that he will always put me first. And in the bedroom, I find him extremely attractive when he takes control. I don't know what it's about, it makes me feel whole. But believe me, when it's my time to be professor, he's first to enroll. As you can see, my mind is a mess and it's hard to confess, but seeing her in that dress is what makes me second guess, but in his arms the feelings are no less. You see, believe it all comes down to being in love, and if it's with a man or a woman, will we rise above? Because if it's about gender, then fuck it. I surrender. Be who you are. Don't keep the people close to you far. I'm happy with every experience because I'm figuring it out, and I'm starting to learn what life is really about.